Up to this point, we already know that trigger, limit, and cycling defines any mode of the ventilation. In last video, we learned about the trigger parameter. In this video, we are going to talk about the limit parameters. Variables can be categorized in two types, primary controller and secondary variables. As the name suggests, primary controller does not change as per the patient status, whereas secondary variable changes as per the primary parameter and the patient status. The main role of primary parameter is to deliver tidal volume for the patient. We have three available ways to deliver tidal volume to the patient. Either we can measure the volume and push it into the lung, we can control the flow and time and deliver tidal volume, or we can just simply push the air with a fixed pressure inside the lung. In reality, we have only two limit parameters. One is flow and the second is the pressure. Volume is not a limit parameter because it is not controlled by the ventilator directly. The ventilator controls the volume by measuring flow and time combination. To have more clear understanding, let's consider a car. If we want to travel 100 kilometers and we have 2 hours in our hand, we can't control distance but the speed. We will drive a car with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Similarly, to deliver tidal volume, ventilator sets an inspirated flow. That's why inspirated flow is a limit parameter and tidal volume is not. Here is a graphical representation of flow as a limit parameter. We are going to draw flow on a y-axis and time on a x-axis. As flow is fixed, inspirated flow and inspirated time forms a rectangle. The area of the rectangle can be given as a base multiplied with height. In this case, it is nothing but inspirated time and inspirated flow, which again represents tidal volume. Hence, we can conclude from this representation that tidal volume can be estimated by looking at the area covered under flow versus time graph. It means when we set tidal volume and inspirated time, ventilator sets inspirated flow. Other type of limit is pressure. We can apply fixed pressure to generate inspirated flow. Before moving further, let's talk about the general misconception. Often we assume that flow is directly proportional to the pressure, but in reality it's directly proportional to the pressure differences or pressure gradient. Pressure gradient changes as per the time, hence flow also decreases even if the pressure applied is constant. It can be visualized with two water tanks connected with each other. Initially, difference between two water tanks are higher, but as water flows from one tank to another, difference between levels decreases and hence flow also decreases. Now let's plot a graph to understand relation between fixed pressure and generated flow. Blue line indicates set pressure level, which is fixed, but red line indicates actual pressure differences between the ventilator pressure and the lungs pressure. Hence, we always observe decelerating flow when patient is ventilated with pressure control modes. To summarize, we can say that there are only two kinds of the limit parameters, or you can call them as parameters which controls the inspiratory phase. Those are only two. One is flow and second is pressure. When ventilator controls the flow, it indirectly controls the volume also. When flow is controlled by the ventilator, tidal volume is guaranteed, but inspiratory pressure varies as per the conditions. And similarly, when pressure is controlled by the ventilator, both flow and tidal volume varies as per the condition. Thanks a lot for watching the video.